Above all else, never forget this. Her first name is Agent. Welcome to The Bright Side, a place where we talk about our favorite things. I'm Maddie, and today we're going all the way back to the 1940s to revisit a show that is still near and dear to my heart, Agent Carter. As always, to fully express my love for the show and these characters, I will be getting into some spoilers for both seasons of the show and some of the movies they appear in as well. You have been warned. This is one show where I can actually say that I was there from beginning to end, and not just because there were only 18 episodes. When Marvel first announced that they were making a series that followed Peggy Carter, I was ecstatic. Captain America is my favorite Avenger, and I had loved Peggy since her introduction in Cap's debut film. And this show did not disappoint. I followed Agent Carter through both seasons, getting to know Peggy and falling in love with the rest of the cast too. They kept me company while Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was on hiatus. Of course, it came to an end when the show got cancelled. I was sad to see it go, especially since they left us with a huge cliffhanger, but I'm also happy that we got to see Agent Carter in all her glory. Plus, I was delighted to see Jarvis come back in Avengers Endgame, making him the first Marvel television character to make an appearance in the movies. If they ever decide to revisit Agent Carter, I will definitely be there. Yep, she deserves an entire section. Hayley Atwell shines in this role, and as a result, Peggy is everything I want in a main character. She's smart, funny, independent, and she kicks ass. She can handle pretty much anything life throws at her, whether it's assassins, sexism, or any number of sticky situations. Even when no one else believes in her, she believes in herself because she knows her value. But as confident and capable as she is, she's still flawed. She can be a bit reckless, emotionally distant, and even blind to her own feelings. But throughout the series, we get to see her deal with these issues and grow as a person. She learns to trust in others and not to be afraid of being emotionally vulnerable. Of all the things I love about this show, Peggy has got to be number one on my list. The greatness of Agent Carter is not just limited to its main character, but everyone around her as well. There are so many dynamic, well-written characters, and honestly, I ship almost all of them with Peggy. But even amongst themselves, these characters are a lovely group of people, and every character combination is engaging to watch. I can spend hours thinking about how Dottie Underwood and Whitney Frost both serve as foils for Peggy, how Thompson and Sousa come to understand and respect each other, or how adorable Anna and Jarvis are together. And if you're ever in need of a laugh, just watch Peggy and Jarvis's banter. It is hilarious and definitely one of my favorite parts of the show. No matter who's on screen, there's never a dull moment on Agent Carter. Agent Carter follows Peggy after the events of Captain America: The First Avenger. In the wake of losing Steve and the end of World War II, we see her struggling to find purpose in an office full of condescending men. That is, until Howard Stark is accused of treason and he asks Peggy to clear his name. Spoiler alert, she succeeds, and earns her colleagues' respect in the process. But the real heart of the story is Peggy dealing with the loss and figuring out how to move on. Peggy has always been strong and independent, but in this show, we see her learn to lean on others, and she comes out even stronger than before. Slowly but surely, she opens herself up to new friendships and new loves. And while the series deals with real issues, it also doesn't take itself too seriously. Everything comes with a healthy dose of humor that never detracts from the drama. Instead, the comedy enhances the drama and vice versa to create a wonderful blend of the two. The jokes and witty banter really make the show a lot of fun to revisit. In other words, the show makes me laugh, cry, and feel all the feels. Did I mention the humor? Really though, the comedy on this show is always worth the rewatch. Peggy's disguises are simultaneously genius and ridiculous, and her and Jarvis are such a great comedic duo. But they're not the only ones, everyone gets their turn to be funny. Sousa gets some great quips, Dottie's damsel routine is both hilarious and terrifying, and who could forget Angie's outstanding performance? I haven't even mentioned the musical dream sequence yet. But no matter what they're doing, you can always tell by watching that everyone had fun making the show. Speaking of making the show, the cast is just as funny off-screen as they are on. Every interview and behind-the-scenes video is full of laughs and makes you wish you could be friends with this group. And while Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is still my favorite, I have to salute Agent Carter for their hilarious entries in the Dub Smash War of 2015. Well played. It's been a few years since Agent Carter ended, but I still miss it. I miss watching Jarvis trying to decide which tie and jacket are best suited for espionage, Susan making hard eyes at Peggy when she isn't looking, and Peggy taking down bad guys accompanied by 40s swing music. The show has such a distinct style and humor that differentiate it from any other Marvel project, not to mention other superhero and period TV shows. I mean, how many other action movie love interests have gone on to have their own TV series? I'm not even sure if the show is still canon after Endgame, but I'm also happy that Agent Carter exists. I'll always love this show, and on the bright side, both seasons are currently streaming on Disney+. Thank you for watching, and subscribe to see more videos like this.
If you want more nerdy content, head to The Daily Fandom, which is at thedailyfandom.com, where we post everything for fans by fans.